What is Katie's to me, or what is Katie's?
Just summarize Katie's.
So what is Katie's, Kentucky? It's home. It's good people. It's fishing and playing outdoors. Place of good people and good values, and place to lay your head at night and know that things are going to be all right tomorrow.
If I had to describe Katie's Kentucky in 3 words, I would say it is small, friendly, and supportive.
I love living in a small community. Everyone who lives here, everyone's like family. Everyone is super supportive of your neighbors, your church members, and whenever there is someone in need, the entire community comes together to lend a helping hand, to send prayers, whatever is needed.
Cadiz is home of the Dollar General and no Walmart to be found. Cadiz is 2-lane highways and not 8-lane highways and interstates. Cadiz is a great place to live.
Cadiz is a rural community in western Kentucky with a population of around 3,000 people and 15,000 in Trigg County. Different people pronounce Cadiz in a variety of ways.
I live in Cadiz.
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 Cadiz, Kentucky.
Even Siri, Google, and Alexa have their own opinions.
Route to Cadiz.
Cadiz. In Cadiz, it's 57 degrees Fahrenheit.
But most of us who are from here pronounce it Cadiz. We may be a small town, but we have 2 large man-made lakes that total over 200,000 acres of water and 3,000 miles of shoreline. Asian carp are an invasive species that were first found in our lakes in 2004 and have increased in number until they have endangered the native bass, crappie, and catfish that inhabit the lakes. The United Nations has established 17 Sustainable Development Goals to help our planet and the people who live there. And this video is focusing on decent work and economic growth and life below water from those SDGs. The fish industry in western Kentucky is a $1.2 billion industry, and the fact that our lakes are being threatened by this invasive species will have a tremendous impact on our local economy. There are over 2,000 fishing tournaments on our lakes each year, and if fishermen were to stop coming to our lakes, our local economy would be devastated. As a part of our research, our class had Wade White, Judge Executive of the next county over, come to speak to us about how the fight to control this invasive species began and how he originally helped our counties become the fishing and tourism destination that it is today.
One of the things that I started up last summer was a little thing called War on Carp. You may have heard about it. Of course, we've been dealing with carp for a long time, but the reason I started that is because I wanted to draw awareness. I wanted to make sure that I could be sort of a mouthpiece for bringing together different types of organizations that want these fish gone. I've done this before. I did it back in 2012 when we fought against the Corps of Engineers. They wanted to close off fishing below Barkley Dam and 10 other dams on the Cumberland River. They wanted you to stay back instead of getting up there and fishing in the real good water. And I heard about it, so I started sort of a campaign to stop it. And it was a long story, but it took about a year. Ended up getting all the several congressmen, senators involved, and we actually passed a bill through the House and the Senate, and President Obama actually signed it into law. It's called Freedom to Fish Act, and it stopped the Corps from stopping us from fishing. So that act is also passed again. It was only a 5-year window, and they passed it again this year, and Donald Trump signed it. In 2015, the population just exploded. And what I mean exploded is normally the places that I fish on the lake, I wouldn't see the Asian carp jump. You know, the silver carp are the ones that you see jumping up out of the water. And you didn't see that much on the lake. And I've been taking my kids bow fishing for years, so we know about how the population is. But in 2015, it just exploded. They had a good year about that time, and in the fishing holes I always went to, I started seeing them jump. And from there on out, since 2015, it's just exploded to the point to where it's actually at dangerous levels to everything. Everything from tourism to bass fishing, cat fishing. Everything is threatened by what's going on with this.
Mr. White went on to say that if we don't do something about the carp, it would be impossible for future generations to fish on our lakes because the carp would eventually make it impossible for the native fish to survive in our lakes. We have a beautiful scenic community and we want people to be able to continue to fish on our lakes for many generations to come. There are several solutions for the removal of the Asian carp from the lakes of western Kentucky, including using the carp to make carpcrete, dog treats, using nets to help deter the carp from entering the lakes, and fishing them from the lakes. We are trying to increase the number of fishing tournaments for Asian carp on our lakes, and we are asking you to go to carpharvestfund.com and donate to the War on Carp to help with the responsible removal of the invasive species of Asian carp from Lake Barkley and Kentucky Lake. There is a Facebook page for War on Carp that you can follow to stay updated on the process of this fight. Please consider making a donation to carpharvestfund.com to help us save our lakes. The good people of Cadiz would like to be able to lay our heads on the pillow at night and know that everything is going to be all right tomorrow.
So what is Cadiz, Kentucky? It's home. It's good people. It's fishing and playing outdoors. Place of good people and good values, and place to lay your head at night and know that things are going to be all right tomorrow.